With regard to air travel, this is going to be the busiest Thanksgiving that we have on record.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, the FAA predicts today will be the peak with about 52,000 flights scheduled. And after what we went through for 6 weeks, many passengers like this one at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport are nervous.
With the recent government shutdown, I think we were kind of worried just in general about flying around this time, and then hearing that there could be weather delays too.
Well, there were hundreds of those in Dallas yesterday, but only a few dozen delays this morning. The Houston, Texas area got hit by severe weather, including a tornado.
And there was some damage reported, still waiting for the National Weather Service to come out and then confirm and say what EF rating it was.
Fox Weather's Haley Meyer, there are about 100 homes that were damaged. There's also new damage in Ukraine from the war after another Russian missile and drone barrage, leaving 6 people dead. A Ukrainian counterattack inside Russia killed 3 as talks continue trying to stop the fighting.
Army Secretary Dan Driscoll is meeting a Russian delegation in Abu Dhabi. It follows talks between the U.S. and Ukraine, where the two sides came up with a new draft of a peace plan. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says they made tremendous progress, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky agreed the plan had many of the right elements.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. Attorney General Pam Bondi is vowing to appeal a federal judge dismissing the criminal cases against former FBI Director James Comey, charged with lying to Congress, and New York Attorney General Letitia James accused of mortgage fraud. The judge ruled the U.S. attorney who brought the cases was unlawfully appointed.
Lindsay Halligan is an excellent U.S. attorney, and shame on them for not wanting her in office.
Now, Comey reacted to what happened on social media.
I'm innocent, I am not afraid, and I believe in an independent federal judiciary, the gift from our founders that protects us from a would-be tyrant.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A woman is shot and killed. It's raining in Indianapolis and it's 52 degrees at Monument Circle. Today's high 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. It happened last night. The woman was a mother of a 2-year-old child who was nearby when their mother was murdered.
It's just really sad that now this child doesn't have a mother. And I can tell you that whoever did this heinous act, detectives are tirelessly working to find out who did this crime.
IMPD Captain Rob Ryder says the shooting took place on the city's southeast side, not far from 86th and Ditch. No arrests have been announced. Central Indiana will get a brief splash of rain today before a sharp cold front drops in the season's chilliest air.
By Wednesday morning, we're going to have winds out of the northwest, and temperatures going to be dropping into the 20s and 30s for highs. And then Thanksgiving Day, it does look like we're going to be fairly cold.
That's forecaster Matt Eckhoff at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis. He says Thanksgiving could be dry, but there's a small chance for rain on Black Friday, which could turn into snow on Saturday. A teenager from Mooresville who planned a school shooting on Valentine's Day earlier this year, sentenced to prison Monday. Here's John Herrick.
Trinity Shockley was sentenced to 12 years in prison, along with 5 years probation. Shockley identifies as being transgender. In court, Shockley said she was dealing with mental health issues and bullying, which is what led to her planning the attack. Shockley says she's getting mental health treatment and taking medication, and Shockley also apologized in front of the judge, but the judge told Shockley to think about the potential harm her actions could have caused. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Big investment from Amazon coming. They say they're going to invest $15 billion to build one or more AI data centers in northern Indiana, which they say could create 1,000 jobs. And the Old Oaken Bucket game coming this Friday. The Boilermakers of Purdue are 2-9. IU is 11-0, and Purdue's head coach Barry Odom says the game means a lot to fans and the community.
So whether you've been here 5 months, like a number of our players, or 5 years, it's something that we've spent time on this week on understanding our opponent and the importance of how we go play and represent something so much bigger than ourselves.
And the kickoff goes up at Ross-Ade Stadium Friday a little after 7:30. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. It's 6:04. Traffic and weather together straight ahead on a Tuesday morning.
Man, it's cold out there, and if you spent all last winter thinking that it was time to replace your windows, but you didn't want to spend the money or have your windows done in the middle of the winter, it's a good thing you waited, because now, during Window Nation's end-of-year sale this November, you can save big on windows. 50% off all window styles and 0% financing for 5 years.
Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good, you'll actually save money on lower utility bills every month, and they're backed with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. That's a real peace of mind when choosing the right company to upgrade your home. Prefer to hear what others have to say about Window Nation? Check out their over 45,000 5-star customer reviews. Put an end to your window problems. Window Nation's end-of-the-year sale. It's your chance to save big with 50% off all window styles, plus 0% financing for 5 years. 866-90-NATION or go to windownation.com.
All right, I'm looking at the northwest side here. We have 2 crashes on northbound 65. The first one after 465 and the second one after 71st Street. So kind of in the same space, about a mile apart there. 2 crashes going northbound 65 like you're going from downtown Indy up to Lebanon. Northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go traffic from Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist, also on sale for Black Friday. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. Happy to be with you here, Tony. It is wet and mild this morning. Expect these showers to be pretty steady through at least lunchtime today, breaking up by the afternoons. We're still gloomy. There might be some areas of drizzle, but the afternoon looks better and warmer, even though we won't have much sunshine. Today's high, 58. Cloudy, some scattered showers riding through during the overnight hours with a cold front pushing through. It is going to turn colder, a low down to 37. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, flurries possible, much colder, and it will be kind of gusty throughout the day. Wednesday, 41. Thanksgiving, again, dry, partly cloudy, but cold, a high of 34. And Black Friday should be dry for the daytime hours, partly cloudy, but cold, and highs in the low 30s. I know. Not a fan of it.
That is a human garbage forecast. And when everybody flies back home on Saturday, it's going to snow?
Oh yeah, I think there's a chance. We're kind of splitting the state in half right now, so we got to iron out details. But it is becoming increasingly apparent by Friday night into Saturday, we probably start this thing off as snow, and there could be some accumulation out of that before we flip the switch to rain. Yes.
Did I ever mention how much everybody hates Carl? Everybody tells me, they call me at the station. I mean, they would talk to me at the station, but I don't show up. And they're like, by the way, Tony, we hate Carl so much. He just throws in sound effects when we're just having a conversation for no reason whatsoever. We just hate that guy.
Listen,
Sure.
I thought his timing was impeccable because I thought you were going to say everybody hates me talking about snow, and then he throws out the sound effects, and so you go that direction.
No.
So thanks, Carl.
People don't hate you. They're used to this by now from you. See how that works?
Absolutely do.
Excellent. Marcus Bailey, good man, Wish TV meteorologist. Thanks for nothing. 51 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:09. Story over at WTHR is about LEAP. Remember the LEAP plan and how we're going to take this land and build out these areas and really bring some investment to Indiana? As a concept, I was fine with it. In its effect, I'm fine with it. how it was presented, how it was executed. It is very clear that the then Eric Holcomb administration did an absolutely lousy job of explaining what they were doing. And people felt that they were taken, and people felt that they were being abused and not paid attention to. Oh, sure, you could just dismiss them as noise, as the then Governor Off did. It wasn't noise, it was people. You got to explain what you're doing and why you're doing it. Explain the value and sell people on the vision. We don't seem to want to do this at all. Recognize that matters. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. The story is that there are now these wooden stakes on the northwest side of Indy. And this is about water going to the project in Boone County. As the story is reported, Bob Siegel reporting, Citizens Energy is going to start knocking down trees, installing 52 miles of underground pipes to provide water to the LEAP project. Now, the question before us is, are you telling me these things weren't known? Are you telling me that this is new? Is this a new plan to bring water to LEAP? You can argue that, hey, there's a concern here about transparency, but the question is, well, what was told, what was said, what was notified, and who was listening? You got to leave that other part in there. Who was listening to it? If there was a level of, hey, here's what's happening, here's what's going on, you know, we dropped the pamphlets, we put out the things, and you didn't listen, well, that's an issue. If it was the bare minimum so no one would listen, that's duplicitous crap. So that's the question here. First, how long does it take to put in 52 miles of water pipelines? Does it take as long to do that as to create the connection on I-69? If so, this is going to happen for the rest of our natural-born lives. I didn't mean us. I meant our grandchildren's natural-born lives. What is the story here? Is this people complaining because they complain, or is this people complaining because there's something legitimate happening? And when it comes to LEAP, it's always possible that there's something legitimate happening. Remember the idea, for me, I'm really fine with it. But it was terribly delivered, terribly presented, and that goes on Eric Holcomb. For all the good that Brad Chambers and others did in bringing business in, they were the worst communicators ever in the Holcomb administration, and they were damn proud of it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. Details on the state's largest economic development deal ever at 6:32. Join the Indiana Lawyer December 9th for the inaugural Indiana Lawyer Power Breakfast. RSVP at ibj.com/events.
Do you suffer from sore feet, back, knee, or hip pain? The Good Feet Arch Support System has helped many people find relief, like Tim.
I'm always telling my colleagues who have sore feet, this is the greatest thing. I'll even take my shoe off and show them. And I believe in the product so much. When you have something that works, you kind of want to share it with people. It worked for me, maybe it can work for you.
Or do you wake up at night with heel pain, like Crystal?
I would wake up in the middle of the night with all kinds of pain in my heels and in my arch. So I went to the Good Feet store. And ever since then, I've been pain-free. I wear them every day. I wear them when I walk, at the gym, when I work. They're great.
Get back to walking, working, and exercising, and imagine a life without pain. No shots, no surgery, no medication. You've got nothing to lose but your pain. Stop into the Good Feet store today for a free fitting and test walk. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Do you remember what was happening in America? Families struggling, billions in wasteful spending. But Senator Todd Young fought back. He voted for working family tax cuts, and Senator Young voted to crack down on waste, fraud, and abuse, saving taxpayers billions. So call Senator Todd Young at 202-224-5623 and thank him for supporting the Working Families Tax Cut. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
The holidays are right around the corner. Is your home ready for hosting all your guests? My friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are here to help with any unexpected plumbing or HVAC issues that we know are at the bottom of your holiday prep list. For the month of November, Hope will give you $200 off any $1,000 plus plumbing or HVAC service. Hope is here to help so you can get back to what matters most. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today at 641-HOPE or online at hopeplumbing.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, I'm on the northwest side. We have 2 crashes northbound 65 between the 465 ramps and 86th Street to add. Right now, we don't see any major delay right now. In the second crash, it is stop and go traffic back to the first one. So they're about a mile apart, and you have about a mile delay running northbound 65 after 465. Once you're through that, you're on your way to Lebanon. Looking at northbound 65 slow, Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield brings whole health to Brookside 54 with a food pantry, nutrition tips, and a new fitness space for teachers through Impact Fitness Foundation. Learn more at anthem.com/indy/community. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves, 51 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16. Christmas is almost here, and if you're shopping on a budget, you shop at PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Truly unique pieces you won't find anywhere else. And sale prices every single day at PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. You'll find gold, diamonds, gemstones, exquisite, one-of-a-kind pieces, and incredible local artist designs all within your budget. Your perfect place to shop for the holidays. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg, or online at pajewelers.jewelry. That's pajewelers.jewelry.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
This holiday season, give the gift of Indy's most iconic dining experiences. Now through December 31st, Hughes Culinary is offering a 20% bonus gift card with every gift card purchase of $125 or more. That's 20% more to give or keep for yourself.
And gift cards are available at all Hughes Culinary restaurants, St. Elmo Steakhouse, Harry and Izzy's, the HC Tavern and Kitchen, and 1933 Lounge. You can also order online at HughesCulinary.com. Make the season unforgettable with gift cards from Hughes Culinary.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, designers of fine jewelry.
So what if it's not a 28-point plan or a 26-point plan, but a 19-point plan? Honestly, when it comes to this possible peace deal between Ukraine and Russia, I have no idea what's going to come. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Good to be with you. Army Secretary going to meet with the Russian delegation, the next step in these peace talks. But the argument is that this 28-point plan that supposedly the United States put together, where some senators said, no, this is nothing more than a Russian wish list, and they're the ones who put it together to have Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, say, no, this is our plan. This is our plan. It is right now in a state of flux, and this new plan changes the land that would be given up by Ukraine in this area called the Donbas, which is on the eastern side. The original plan called for them giving up even more land than Russia had control of. We have always stated this very well could lead, or this peace deal always could lead to Ukraine losing land. I mean, that's just the way it's going to go. I didn't say it didn't stink. It does stink. In every single way stinks. But that's how it's going to happen. Now, there's a very interesting argument in here about where the United States sees the future. And I do not know if I totally ascribe to it yet, but I'm willing to at least engage it. And it's this idea that the future has issues. And in order for the United States to have its strength and security, it actually can't do some of the things that it used to do. The world has changed. And with economic headwinds, what if instead of engaging in a defense of democracy around the globe, one engaged in a defense of democracy where it is closest to home? And that would explain, as Catherine Herridge was engaging in the reporting, why you see the buildup in Venezuela. This is super, super heady. I have not discussed this with Conspiracy Carl, with producer Carl, but once I go through it, I will bet you $1 he'll agree with me. I have not discussed it with him at all. Why are we seeing the USS Gerald Ford, the largest aircraft carrier in the fleet, in Venezuela? Why do we see the hit on these drug boats? And I believe they are drug boats, and I believe the intelligence is there, and I have no reason to think otherwise. As we stated, if you're going to deem Venezuela a narco-terrorist state, and you're going to deem Nicolas Maduro, the illegitimate head of Venezuela, as the enemy, you're going to have to declare war. This is going to have to come. But why move the fleet? We said, hey, they're putting the Gerald Ford there. They're also sending other support vehicles, support ships. You moved the fleet. You changed the focus. Why? What if the theory is indeed true that the United States cannot afford, actually financially afford, never mind the will of the people, to do what it is it used to do because there are other realities, including other nations that can now afford to do things? And we have to say to areas of Europe and to areas of Asia, we can't do what we used to do, and we have to give these things up, and that's for other people now. Best of luck. That you take the concept of your geography and say, this hemisphere, this Western hemisphere, belongs to us and to us alone. Whatever you do with the other stuff is fine. Well, it's not really fine, but there's nothing we can do about it. We can't afford to do something about it anymore. That is not the most insane theory. I didn't say I agreed with it. I'm discussing it solely as a theory. Now, what counters this is what we're seeing is the deal with Saudi Arabia. You sell them the F-35s. You give them the Abrams tanks. If you heard my conversation with Major Mike Lyons, I mean, it is outrageously detailed about why this deal matters, because if you are to provide 100 tanks or 300 tanks, whatever it is, I think it was a battalion, to the Saudis and all these F-35s, it's not like you're creating an opportunity for Saudi Arabia to go on the attack. Rather, you're creating basically a giant base from which the United States to launch from. As a friend of mine described it, it's really like creating an aircraft carrier out of Saudi Arabia. which is often how others have described what Israel is, possibly for the United States, considering how much U.S. hardware they have there. You could just go to Israel and from there launch and deal with enemies in other places in a much shorter span. There's a real conversation. I'm not saying I've got it down pat here. I'm not saying that this theory is the accurate one. I am saying that we would be correct in the assessment that there is a rethink of the world happening as we speak before our eyes. There is a reassessment that I believe is indeed taking place, and I think shows itself through the data of domination and power. I don't think that means we give up the ghost on Taiwan, although you did have that call with President Trump and Xi Jinping yesterday, and Taiwan, of course, came up. But if you felt that you had enough of the chip production that Taiwan does in the United States or in other, quote, safer places, oh, I know, that sounds really ugly to say, but maybe. I'm talking about the real world here. No, I'm not a fan of telling Ukraine, best of luck. I'm not a fan of rewarding Russian aggression. I do believe it must be dealt with. But I'm saying, look at the board. Look at the pieces. This might be the way some people want to go. And maybe this is the best way to deal with what is the threat. No, not Iran. China. Short-term maneuver, long-term play. Am I right? I don't know yet. But it is a theory, and it's one worthy of running around your brain a little bit. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, Tony, both crashes clear on the northwest side on northbound 65 between 465 and 86th Street. Still a little bit of slow down coming off that interchange on northbound 65 after 465. Outside of that, we're moving through there okay. Looking at the south side, northbound 65 slow from Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden and Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey filling in on the Hammer and Nigel show. They needed some lead time on their holiday hangovers. So join me and the dude Tuesday starting at 3 on 93 WIBC.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
It started off as a drip, so Washington ignored the problem for decades. Then suddenly the pipe burst, and illegal immigrants poured into our country across our southern border. But no more. Thanks to President Donald Trump and Congressman Jim Baird, the pipe has been fixed for good. In Congress, Baird worked to pass legislation that, according to the House Homeland Security Committee Majority Office, provides funding for the removal of millions of criminal illegal aliens across the country, allows for the completion of President Trump's border wall, authorizes the hiring of thousands of new ICE personnel, Customs and Border Protection officers, and Border Patrol agents, and stops the flow of deadly fentanyl into Indiana. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are solving America's immigration crisis and keeping our communities safe, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're planning to propose this holiday, we're ready to make creating your engagement ring a warm, welcoming experience. At Shane Company, we're all about your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Explore the widest selection of diamonds and ring settings ready for you to see in person, or visit us at shaneco.com. You'll have your ring in days, not weeks. Our friendly jewelry consultants don't work on commission. There's never any pressure, just perfect proposals. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
It's the season of giving, and my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling invite you to join them in a wonderful cause. During the month of November, Hope is raising money for the Colburn Place and will match donations up to $10,000. Colburn Place is where survivors find safety, support, and hope for a new beginning, and Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is proud to support such a fantastic local organization. To donate, please visit colburnplace.org/hope. That's colburnplace.org/hope. Let's help bring joy to those who need it most.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
One of the busiest travel days of the year brings plenty of air delays. Rain in downtown Indianapolis, 52 degrees going up to 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Guardian Wells Financial. Here's what's trending at 6:30. More than 100 flights were canceled and hundreds more delayed at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport and Dallas Love Field Airport Monday.
And it wasn't just the weather. The FAA issued a ground stop from Houston to North Texas due to an equipment issue. The agency said there was a frequency outage at the Fort Worth Air Traffic Control Center. Monday night, another ground stop at DFW, this time due to staffing issues.
And that's Fox 4 Dallas-Fort Worth's Fania Castillo reporting. Here in Indianapolis and across the state, forecasters say you can expect strong wind gusts of up to 45 miles an hour Wednesday as you travel.
Could see some snow downwind of the Great Lakes, impacting parts of the northern part of the state. We probably will even see some flurries, maybe some scattered light snow showers, even down here into central Indiana.
Forecaster Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service Indianapolis says we could get snow Friday into Saturday. A federal judge has dropped the criminal charges against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. James had been charged with mortgage fraud, and prosecutors say Comey lied to Congress about the Trump-Russia investigation. Those two could be reindicted by the Justice Department. And if you play the lottery, you have one more shot at a big jackpot because nobody hit the grand prize Friday. So the jackpot is up to $681 million for Wednesday's drawing. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com, traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Amazon Web Services has confirmed plans to invest $15 billion for a new data center campus in Northwest Indiana. It is the largest economic development deal in state history, second only to Amazon's $11 billion data center campus under construction in St. Joseph County. That is expected to result in 2,000 construction jobs and 1,100 permanent jobs. Northwest Indiana Forum CEO Heather Innes.
Not only will this utilize the assets that we already have here in the region, but it will help to continue to move those on and add value to those infrastructure components, adding more energy to our grid, adding more opportunity to continue to attract high-tech jobs, high-tech investment.
Greater Fort Wayne Inc. has launched an ad campaign and website calling for a new casino to be built in the Fort Wayne area. Dubbed Fort Wayne First, the campaign says having a casino in the region would generate good-paying jobs and significant tax revenue for neighborhood improvements, safety, and parks. Hive Mind Market, an indoor farmers market in Marion designed to support local makers, is launching a public capital campaign to transform Abner Orchard, a 3.5-acre regenerative farm, into a year-round community hub to support small businesses. The campaign aims to raise $1 million over several phases to fund the infrastructure work needed for the project, including plans for a shared commercial kitchen and a year-round greenhouse. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Central Indiana is on the move, and the next big conversation is happening in Indianapolis. Join business and community leaders at Innovate Central Indiana, a powerful morning of ideas, innovation, and insight. Join us at the Westin in downtown Indy, December 11th, all part of our Innovate Indiana series presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Taylor University has formally marked the opening of its Roth Center for Missions Computing, an expanding endeavor of the university to develop software and provide technology training to missionary organizations worldwide. Although the center has existed for nearly 2 decades, a ceremony heralded its new name, recognizing the founder of the university's Computer Science and Engineering Department, Wally Roth. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, Southsiders, northbound 65 slow after Keystone Avenue into the south split for a 3-minute delay. On the northwest side, all crashes have cleared on northbound 65 between 465 and West 86th Street, and traffic is cleared out as well. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden in Allisonville. Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
51 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:35. We check on sports. And Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, good morning. The Indianapolis Colts lead the AFC South, and they have 6 games left to play, and they host the Houston Texans Sunday after losing to the Kansas City Chiefs. Head coach Shane Steichen says avoiding penalties comes down to 2 things: fundamentals and technique.
The false starts, obviously that's focus. We got to lock in and focus there, especially in the noise on that first drive. We had 2 of those. We had a legal formation. We had a false start there. And so just locking in on those things and cleaning up and tightening up those details.
And Steichen on Colts Roundtable for the last 6 games are in the division. Sunday's game kicks off at 1 o'clock. Number 25 IU plays Kansas State tonight. The Wildcats 5-1. They're scoring 85 points a game. Head coach Darren DeVries says they move the ball well.
They're getting out, and they're getting out fast, and they're in transition, and they put a lot of pressure on your defense to get organized and get put together in a hurry. They have a lot of guys that can shoot it.
And IU is 5-0 this year. You could listen to the game at 7 o'clock right here on 93 WIBC. And the Pacers lost again to the Detroit Pistons, 122-117. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
4? Man, my drives have been getting weaker and weaker. The same thing happened to me when I turned 40. Men over 40 lose more than just their golf game. Energy, strength, stamina, it all goes downhill. I got Nugenix Total T2 and started feeling like my old self in no time.
America's most trusted testosterone-boosting brand is back. Nugenix Total T2. Crafted with a unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle today by texting BODY to 369-369 now.
All right, let's test this out. Wow, that's on the green, man. Looks like I got my drive back.
Text BODY to 369-369 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2. Text now and we'll even throw in a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. fees.
Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. Trade your scrolling for strolling. Bring your family and make it part of your tradition. Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life.
See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Greta Thunberg has engaged in her latest bit of performance art. I mean, that's all she is. Greta Thunberg, as mentally ill as I believe she is actually a performance artist. She doesn't believe anything. It's just, what's the next ridiculous thing that I could be a part of that someone will pay attention to me? She's Andy Kaufman, but she's not here to save the day. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. She dyed the Grand Canal in Venice green. She does way more traveling than the rest of us. Is that what happens when you don't have a job? Right. That must be it. She heads over to Venice, and they pour in a fluorescent non-toxic tracer. And they say, hey, there's no ecological threat here. They just wanted to, get attention, as I said. Attention-seeking performance artist. Draw attention to the massive effects of climate collapse. Wait, we went from global warming to climate change. Now we're on to climate collapse? Are we on to climate collapse? I didn't know that this was it. How long does climate collapse last? Does it last longer than Greta Thunberg's career, which is already way too long? By the way, she's only 22. That's how long she was abused right in front of our eyes by those adults who were like, hey, she'll sell our cause, let's go to work. Really gross. This is part of, there's a climate conference that ended in Brazil. And this group, Extinction Rebellion, coordinating actions in 10 Italian cities. I only hope the Extinction Rebellion is them not reproducing. No? Wait, that's too much? Come on. Come on. Was that supposed to be a rim shot? That's how it's done, producer Carl. Don't play. Amateur. Sound effect amateur right there. We laugh at you. Still laughing at you. Delayed laughter even. Little chuckles there at the end. Tell you what. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
A police chase ended with a 17-year-old boy crashing into a home.
93 WIBC.
Israel's gone on the attack in Lebanon after weekend airstrikes in Gaza that left 20 people dead there.
What happens next?
Indiana high school student who admitted to plotting a Valentine's Day mass shooting will be sentenced today.
Happens here.
The students were among more than 300 abducted from the Catholic school.
There were several shootings across the capital city this weekend, leaving at least 2 people dead.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Willis Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wealth Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Hey, Black Friday's come early to Tom Roush Lincoln with our 999 deal. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. So get those Black Friday deals all month long at Tom Roush Lincoln.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Senator Jim Banks is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Senator Jim Banks at 202-224-4814 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
South side, northbound 65 slows from Southport Road up to 465. It's a construction zone, same as northbound 65 from Raymond into the South Split. Inbound 69 slows 96th Street down to 82nd. Might have some patches of fog out there this morning. Keep those low beams on. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
52 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Head to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see the Nutcracker December 4th through 8th at Clues Memorial Hall.
Hold on a second. I have to write about killing Putin. Give me a second. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I'm actively disagreeing with a fellow radio host. Good guy, Eric Erickson. What is the Ukraine plan that everyone will like? We need to fill the judicial vacancies. It's this idea that everything Trump is doing is wrong. Look at all these mistakes. I think we should be honest about the mistakes. There are a great number of them. But it isn't a totality, and the argument was the amateur hour is returned. No. I don't think you even understand what you voted for if you say that. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. But one of the things being discussed here is this idea that the response to Senator Mark Kelly, who put out that disgusting video with Senator Alyssa Slotkin and a host of members of Congress saying, hey, don't forget, military, you don't have to follow illegal orders. That disgusting video has gotten a response, and one of the responses is from Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War, which hasn't been renamed Secretary of War yet, or the War Department. It should be. It's not a problem that it is. It was the War Department. It got changed to the Defense Department. Trump wants to change it back. Just do it. It's much more focused. I happen to like it more. Moving on. What Mark Kelly and these senators did is disgusting. Well, what? They just reminded the military that they don't have to follow illegal orders. Just stop. We get it. You're a sophist, lying fool freak. Here in Indiana, outside of Indiana, you're all just lying fools. It was to usurp the commander-in-chief, and we know it. What they said is what they said. What they were saying is what America understands. They were trying to say, don't listen to Trump. They were trying to say that Trump gives illegal orders. No part of this is true. And what they did is disgusting and immoral. They don't deserve your love. They don't deserve your kindness. They don't deserve your vote. And the people defending them are pathetic. Just pathetic. Well, Tony, you didn't serve in the military. You don't get a say. The hell I don't get a say. Take that you didn't serve stuff and shove it. I have a say. I can tell with my eyes when something is disgusting and despicable. And it is. That I didn't serve is meaningless. I'll respect the service, but I don't respect the man. There is nothing to respect about Senator Mark Kelly or Senator Alyssa Slotkin or Congressman Jason Crow. Nothing. And if you think hiding behind the uniform they once wore is acceptable, dear God, how weak is that? Well, at least they wore the uniform. Good burn. Doesn't deal with the reality of right now. Isn't honest, isn't clear, isn't forthright, and isn't true. If a person was physically unable to serve, that wasn't me. We're all lucky I didn't serve. I would not have been prepared for it. God bless the people who were. All the credit in the world. I'm glad I got to a place where I'm prepared for anything. I am glad and happy and thrilled that I worked my way to this place. Sorry it didn't go on somebody else's timeline. And I'm thrilled for the people who had it right or ready or capable from the beginning. God, we need those people. Inspiring. Especially if they live their lives afterwards as inspiring, as opposed to, in my view, Senator Mark Kelly here with these comments. But if someone was physically unable to serve, they don't get a say about the military? You're in a wheelchair, you don't get a say? It's embarrassing and pathetic commentary that says you're not allowed to speak because you didn't do X. Just stop it. It's like saying you don't get to talk about abortion because you're not a woman. What is a woman? Case rested. Also, stop talking. You sound crazy. Some people have argued that the going after Mark Kelly is bringing up his popularity, and you're going to regret that in 2028. It is a unbelievably foolish argument. But when the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, referred to Kelly and Slotkin, the host of others, as the seditious six, that was a foolish move too. If your plan in the Pentagon, if your plan is to recall Mark Kelly to active service, which you can, and then try him under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, which you can, I don't know where it would go. You can't then be the guy who's in charge of the department referring to him and a group of other people as the seditious six. You're cutting at your own argument. It's a ridiculous thing to do. It was a miss from Pete Hegseth. But the idea of, well, no, you can't charge him. You're only elevating his popularity, and he's already popular in Arizona, and now he's going to run for president. Now look what you've done. You can't live like that. The idea that you don't respond for fear that a status might get elevated is old school thinking that the GOP and its allies hate. It's a bad way to think. Hey, don't say anything. You don't want to make people like him. What the hell? That is a broken, backwards thought. And the reason I say it is not that you shouldn't engage, well, wait a second, how does this tactic do this and how does this tactic do that? It's that if you are completely unwilling to respond because you're not sure how it's going to play out, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, then they always get to do anything and you're never responding. Next thing you know, you're George W. Bush. And that is what people on the right have said they were exhausted by because it didn't work. I'm not saying that every response is going to work. I am saying that one needs to respond from time to time, if not more often than not, to the madness that they're seeing. Otherwise, it is weakness, and it is. You cannot push a conservative principle and a conservative value, of which I believe and I support, from a place of doing nothing. I have no idea what's going to play out. I have no idea what's going to happen with Senator Mark Kelly. What I know is that's a disgusting person. Gabrielle Giffords is his wife and is proud of him. And he's my husband, and he's been a proud patriot since he joined the military in 22. He's your husband. And what he did, trying to usurp the commander-in-chief, is disgusting. The same with the rest of them. He doesn't deserve my respect, and he doesn't get it. What he did, military, astronaut, it's all super impressive. And he blew it up. That's on him, not me. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Southside northbound 65 stop and go traffic from Southport Road up to 465, and that's a 4-minute delay. Inbound 70 starting to slow, approaching the north split over the flyover out to Meridian Street. Southside northbound 65 slows in the road construction. This is Raymond Street up to the south split. Inbound 69 a little bit tight around 96th. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas, so trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more. Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. Matt Barrett, WIBC Traffic.
If you suffer from burning, tingling, or numbness, pay special attention as we discuss neuropathy with Dr. Matt Scholke, chiropractic neurologist and board certified in neuropathy. What is neuropathy?
Neuropathy is nerve damage in the feet or hands.
What are the symptoms?
The symptoms are numbness, burning, tingling, pain, and loss of balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
Absolutely, and we get amazing results.
If you have burning, tingling, numbness, pain, or balance issues, call Dr. Scholke today for a free nerve damage screening. This screening will tell if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for their specialized treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe nothing can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, even amputations. The first 10 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Simply call 463-400-3338. Act now. Call 463-400-3338 for your free nerve damage screening. 463-400-3338.
You know that moment, right before the relatives arrive, when you suddenly see every spot, stain, and pet hair in the house. Hi, this is Denny Smith for Zero Res, and I'm here to tell you, don't DIY it before Thanksgiving. Leave it to the cleaning heroes at Zero Res. They'll make your carpets, upholstery, and even your air ducts shine without soap, residue, or harsh chemicals. Right now, get 3 rooms cleaned starting at $129 and take $50 off air duct cleaning. That's how you get your home looking and smelling like you meant to plan ahead. With over 5,100 Google reviews and a 4.9 rating, you can trust Zero Res to get it right the first time. So before Aunt Terry starts helping with the vacuum, call the pros. 317-388-5141 or ZeroResIndy.com, because nothing says welcome home like carpets so clean you could eat your pie off of them. But please don't. Zero Res, forward or backward, it spells the same, and it spells clean. 317-388-5141 or ZeroResIndy.com.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-705-9484. 800-705-9484. 800-705-9484.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Press 1 for balances. Press 2 for deposits. Press 3 to scream into the void.
We get it. These days, it's all phone menus and chatbots. But business banking doesn't have to be that way. Bank with Horizon and discover the power of real AI, advisor intelligence. Real people who answer calls, know your business, and go above and beyond to help you succeed. Get started today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Coming up in 2 minutes, where Indianapolis homicide detectives were called out to last night, what forecasters say will be your biggest travel challenge tomorrow, how the cops put an end to a group of people stealing money from ATMs, and what happened to a teenager who plotted to shoot up a school after Fox News. From the Technology Recycler Studios, 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 7 o'clock.
A lot of Americans are on the move. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and while most of the almost 82 million of us traveling somewhere for Thanksgiving will drive, paying the exact same price for gas as last year, today's the peak air travel day.
The Transportation Department expecting we're going to see record travel at the nation's airports. More than 52,000 flights scheduled today alone. The airlines have increased their capacity. They've added 45,000 more seats daily than last year. That's according to Airlines for America.
Fox Business Network Cheryl Casoni. The government shutdown issues are in the rearview mirror, but Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy still advises us.
Stay in touch with your airline or update your apps so you know if your flight has been delayed or moved at all.
So far, there are about 500 delays this morning across the country, only about 31 flights canceled. She's grateful. That's New York Attorney General Letitia James's reaction to the mortgage fraud case against her being dismissed by a federal judge who also threw out the case against former FBI Director James Comey, who posted on social media.
The President of the United States cannot use the Department of Justice to target his political enemies.
Prosecutors charged Comey with lying to Congress back in 2020. Comey pled not guilty, and his legal team has been filing multiple motions trying to get the case thrown out, including claims the prosecutor who brought the charges should never have had the job to begin with. Judge Cameron McGowan Curry, a Clinton appointee, agreed and dismissed the case, Curry ruling Halligan was not properly appointed to the job as the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia.
That's Fox's Mark Meredith. There is the threat of more severe weather in parts of the South this morning, from Louisiana to Mississippi, the morning after a tornado hit the Houston, Texas area.
I see it start spinning, and then I see the spiral coming down, and then stuff just starts flying past my head. A garbage bin flew past me.
And we're about 100 homes damaged, no injuries reported. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Fog, rain, wind, and maybe snow. It's raining in downtown Indianapolis right now, where it's 52 degrees at Monument Circle, going up to 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. All of those things are happening or will happen over the next several days. Forecasters say if you're traveling tomorrow, one of the busiest travel days of the year, be aware of advisories for strong wind gusts.
As you mentioned, wind advisories are up in northwest Indiana right now, where they are expecting wind gusts potentially peaking at 45 to 50 miles per hour. We may see wind gusts as high as 40, maybe even 45 miles per hour as you get north of Indianapolis.
Forecaster Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service Indianapolis says Wednesday's wind and cold could make it feel like the 20s. A woman was shot and killed in Indianapolis, and police say her 2-year-old child was nearby when it happened.
It's just really sad that now this child doesn't have a mother, and I can tell you that whoever did this heinous act, detectives are tirelessly working to find out who did this crime.
IMPD Captain Rob Ryder says the shooting last night took place on the southeast side of the city near 86th and Ditch, and police have not announced any arrests yet. On Sunday, deputies in Monroe County acted on a tip from police in Illinois. They were told to watch out for certain cars connected to ATM burglaries in Illinois and Michigan. And when those cars appeared on license plate cameras in Bloomington, the cops moved in. They stopped the car and they found laptops, masks, several license plates, and a few $1,000s cash. Cops believe the group had been using a technique known as jackpotting, which allows thieves to open ATMs with a master key and take the money inside. A transgender Indiana high school student who admitted to plotting a Valentine's Day mass shooting got sentenced to 12 years in prison yesterday. Here's John Herrick.
Trinity Shockley used to be a student at Mooresville High School. She said she made the threats because she had been dealing with mental health problems and bullying. She apologized in court, but the judge said the 12-year prison sentence along with 5 years probation was appropriate because if her threats were carried out, Shockley would have caused a lot of harm to innocent kids. Investigators say this case highlights the importance of public intervention in preventing such incidents and the need for ongoing mental health support for people like Shockley. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
IU men's basketball coach Darren DeVries said Monday that he doesn't want his players to be discouraged by the lack of flow on the offense in the past 2 games. He doesn't want his players to be afraid to shoot.
I think a couple guys missed a few, and then that came back around to them again, and maybe they were a little hesitant to still let it rip. And you can't do that. It's too hard to find those type of looks.
On Monday, IU appeared in the polls for the first time this season, ranked 25th in the AP College poll. They have a record of 5-1. They have a record of 5-0. They play 5-1 Kansas State tonight in Assembly Hall, and you can catch Hoosiers basketball right here on 93 WIBC beginning at 7. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Baird.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the south side, northbound 65, slow from Southport Road up to 465, then stop and go traffic before Raymond into the south split. That is a construction zone. Inbound 69, a little bit slow after 96 to 465. Might have some fog out there. Please keep the low beams on and resist the high beams, please. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void or prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus. I'm Matt Bair on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. We've got some steadier rain out there right now. We will continue to see that rain through the late morning hours, and it'll become more scattered in nature later this afternoon. Lots of clouds today. Despite the rain chances and the cloud cover, we'll look for highs into the upper 50s near 60. Tonight, look for cloudy skies, just a few scattered light showers. And then heading into Wednesday, we will see our temperatures dramatically drop throughout the afternoon. We'll go with highs in the upper 30s, lower 40s. Mainly cloudy, windy. Could see wind gusts 20, 30 miles per hour. That's going to create wind chill values into the 20s. It will be dry for Thanksgiving, some sunshine with highs near 34 and right around 33 on Friday.
That's Tara Hastings. I'm so disgusted by the forecast, so disgusted by being a super cold Thanksgiving where you can't after a meal or as people gather go outside and enjoy some fresh air. It's just it's a shame, and it makes me ill.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I appreciate the apology, though.
You're
I appreciate you recognizing what it is you've done.
Yes, you could just get a bonfire fire pit going, and
yeah. I don't think
it's
you
not going to
understand.
snow on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but I hear it's going to snow on Saturday.
Yes.
Like real snow?
Parts of the state we could see some real snow as opposed to fake snow. Yes.
Like people not being able to fly back home snow?
Maybe right now it looks like northern Indiana could see some more significant snow.
Okay. You're hiding something, aren't you?
No.
You are. You're not being honest with the people who have come to know and love you and want to see our podcast and everything else.
Right.
Tara, tell them. Tell them. Tara?
It is going to snow, and there could be several more snow chances late in the month and then early into December. Looks like a very active pattern. That.
Okay.
Buckle up, baby.
You got buckle up, baby? Carl, you got that?
Absolutely.
Good. Just making sure. Guys, if you let Tara talk long enough, eventually you end up with gold. Just gold.
You're welcome, people. You're welcome.
That too. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. Thank you, Tara. 53 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:09. A $15 billion data center. Oh. So now we're into data centers. Except for the people who just want to angrily scream about data centers. I don't understand it. You don't want data centers in central Indiana? What do you want? We want nothing, but we demand better services. Oh, okay. Well, you could just pay more taxes. No. No, not interested. Bring the bring the business, bring the opportunity, and if you don't want this opportunity, take that opportunity. But identify them. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Amazon is going to build a $15 billion data center campus, Camp I, that's multiple campuses, in northern Indiana, supporting AI and cloud computing technologies. This comes after Amazon, as reported at Fox 59, announced an $11 billion investment in St. Joseph County. If your argument is data centers bad, that's not enough of an argument. Why bad? Is your issue power? Well, what if they could produce the power? What if we tell them you have to produce your power and you have to give 5% back to the local municipality or whoever it is who runs the power? You got to actually contribute. Would that be okay then? Well, no, because they're ugly. Listen, is it about power or is it about beauty? You don't want data centers at all. Okay, you don't want data centers at all. What do you want? Because a bunch of people showing up to a city council meeting, holding some posters and screaming, right? That's your right. I'm not going to tell you no, and I'm certainly not going to stop you. What are you in favor of? And when the realization comes that you're in favor of nothing, why am I listening to you? Why is anybody, a loud bunch of people who have absolutely no focus and no plan, but this thing is bad and that thing is bad, or is this just a bunch of NIMBY garbage? NIMBY, not in my backyard. Just wondering, what's the plan? Because if we are to take, for example, Indianapolis, what I've seen from the plan is don't plow the streets properly, leave the potholes, let people get shot. Indianapolis, I love you, but right now your plan sucks. I don't know if data centers are really your problem. If you don't want them, what would you like instead? Do you want to grow or do you want to die? It is just that basic of a question for a lot of places, central Indiana and the state having to answer that. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning.
Imagine being the wizard of your own home. With Xfinity, intelligent self-healing Wi-Fi fixes problems like magic. It boostifies speeds to your devices when you need it most and makes your favorite Wicked content sparklify on every screen. All while a spell of protection helps keep your family safe online. When you're out in Oz, Xfinity Mobile joins Wi-Fi and 5G to keep your phone connected from here to the Emerald City. If you had the most intelligent Wi-Fi from Xfinity, everything would work together for good. And now you can cast a spell to stop time and keep your internet bill steady for 5 whole years. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No contracts or commitments with amazifying equipment included. Xfinity, imagine that. And see Wicked for Good, only in theaters November 21st. Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet.
Helzberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop our Black Friday event for up to 65% off in-store or at Helzberg.com.
There's one name for every home system. Chapman. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drains, electrical, and now proudly serving Bloomington. Remember the man for all seasons, and now more reasons. Chapman. ChapmanHeating.com.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Inbound 69 has slowed down. 106 down to 465. Southside pockets are slow on northbound 65. First Southport Road up to 465. And again after Raymond into the South Split. That's a construction zone. Southbound 65 70 down slow from Michigan Street to the South Split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. It's both Black Friday and Happy Honda Days all November. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Stop in for 0 down leases, special pricing, and more all month long. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 53 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:15.
Do you remember what was happening in America? Families struggling. Billions in wasteful spending. But Senator Todd Young fought back. He voted for working family tax cuts. And Senator Young voted to crack down on waste, fraud, and abuse, saving taxpayers billions. So call Senator Todd Young at 202-224-5623 and thank him for supporting the Working Families Tax Cut. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com. This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's full-service jewelry store.
Get ready for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's in your 4 walls, Booher, yeah, they're the ones to call. Your kitchen, you got your bathroom, you got your basement. What can't they do? And the answer is they can do it all. The question is, what do you need done? The question is, what are you trying to get done? And that's what Booher does best. Helps you understand what it is you're trying to do so they can provide for you everything that you want. A kitchen that has not only better space, but better flow. A kitchen that looks like it's from this century. A kitchen that fits your family's needs. That's what they're after. And they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. They work with the biggest brands. They have got the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. Booher Remodeling wants to understand what it is you're trying to do so they can give you exactly what it is that you want. And time and again, they do exactly that. Talk to Booher about your kitchen, your bathroom, that master bathroom, you know it needs it, and that basement. Talk to Booher today. 317-852-5546. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Booher. Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's the story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. I am paying attention to this weather and how it's going to affect travel. Because my mother, Matt Bear, who asked about you, my mother got off the plane yesterday. She arrived in Indianapolis. Now, just a quick little backstory about Diane, who did. She did ask if you were coming to Thanksgiving, Matt Bear. Diane did ask. She is concerned with you.
Oh, no. Breaking my heart.
Right? Genuine concern. So my mother had a whole big health thing a couple years ago. It was a rough couple years. And then got better. My father passed away. Another health issue. Life is happening in real time. You've been through it as well. My mother was feeling better. My mother started not feeling well. My mother, 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, my mother's in the hospital. It's an infection. She's there for like 4 days. Everything gets better. But a little bit older, needs a little bit of work to get the legs working again, goes to rehab. Not that kind of rehab. Rehab. And is there. Well, my mother was supposed to be there yesterday. And she said, nah, I got to go catch a plane. And my mother, by herself, not in the best health, this crazy broad, checks herself out, stops by her apartment, grabs like 3 things, has a friend drive her, gets on the plane, she's here. Diane is the unstoppable. She's the juggernaut. Now, she's supposed to head out over the weekend on Saturday, but now we've got the possibility of snow coming, so I don't know what's going to happen. You had the Secretary of Transportation, his name is Sean Duffy, saying, oh, it's going to be a busy, busy travel week.
Big number. In regard to air travel, this is going to be the busiest Thanksgiving that we have on record. And I think you all might note that it seems like every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every 4th of July seems to be an announcement of record travel. I'm going to come to that in a second. But this week there'll be 31 million passengers flying by air as we look to the week. That's per the airline industry. Tomorrow will be the busiest day. There'll be 52,000 flights tomorrow as Americans board aircraft, fly across the country. Maybe they're going to go to sporting events, they're going on vacation, or hopefully they're going to spend time with their families. Now, we anticipate there's going to be solid staffing in our towers and TRACONs and centers throughout the airspace. And that's different than what we had over the shutdown. But we do have some weather in the forecast. I'm not a weatherman, but if you look out to the Seattle area, in the Midwest, the Great Lakes, we are going to have some weather. And so if you are traveling by air, I would just ask that you stay in touch with your airline.
I would ask that you be normal. Now, I already know that I'm going to be 50-50 resetting a flight, and she'll leave a couple days later. But everybody's going to be in a heightened level of crazy. My advice, don't be. And that's what all this is. Isn't it going to be crazy enough as you're trying to get your Black Friday deals before it's too late? At least you don't have to go out and engage door busting anymore, because people don't really do that, although they still do go out. And I am a big believer in Small Business Saturday. And that brings us to part 2. Holy cow. Matt Bear, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm here.
I met Haley yesterday. I know what you're saying, Matt. Hey, Tony, who's Haley?
Yeah.
Over there on the Facebook Marketplace, which we do every day at 7:35, we shared a story about some goldfish cracker earrings. Do you remember, Matt Bear?
Yeah, they were edible, almost.
They were not edible.
Oh, okay.
No. They looked like goldfish crackers. And I said, those are cool. And they had sugar cookie earrings, chocolate chip earrings. We reached out to the manufacturer, a woman by the name of Haley, young mom, good person, interesting in how she got into this, Hoosier her whole life, born here, raised here. And I said, I'm going to order some, and we're going to sell them at PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. And so I met with her yesterday at PA Jewelers, told us the story, showed us everything. So right there at PA Jewelers, you can get the Haley made, the Haley designs, as featured here on 93.1 FM WIBC earrings. They are in stock and ready to go, Matt Bear.
That's very cool. And these are handcrafted, like right here in Indiana. That's what makes it so much fun.
Handcrafted. The posts are surgical stainless steel.
Ooh.
Right? Exactly what you want. So easy in and no issues, no anything else. She makes them all by hand.
Okay,
So like there's little sprinkles on the sugar cookies. She makes the sprinkles.
So it's basically food, and she kind of does it up, and
It's not really food.
Oh, okay.
It's made to look like food.
Does it smell like food?
No, it's not a scratch and sniff. It's an earring.
Damn. Okay, so it's just something you wear in your ear, essentially.
Right.
If I had pierced ears, I would take this item and put it in my ear.
Right.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Handcrafted, Indiana, and locally owned. You can do that Christmas holiday gift.
Correct.
For the one you love.
That's absolutely right. So Haley's Designs will be at PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. I don't know if they're out today, but they'll definitely be out for Black Friday, and they'll definitely be out for Small Business Saturday. So even with the weather bad, you get out there, you shop local. Because if we have to do Small Business Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll do it. Shop local wherever you can. But be aware of what's going on travel-wise. It's super important. That you don't lose your mind. You have realistic expectations of what's going on. Don't freak. Don't be screaming at people. Don't do it. There's no point. It's not going to help. Understand what's coming. Understand what's happening, and have a plan B and rock and roll. That's it. Oh, and then stop by PA Jewelers and get the Haley Designs earrings, and stop by every sponsor of WIBC, and that's where you shop. You shop the WIBC sponsors to the best of your ability. That's what you do. I've said too much. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, Tony, we have some slowdowns, but everybody taking it easy here so far on this heavy travel day. It's northbound 465, slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. Southbound lanes tight right around Washington Street. Then on the south side, northbound 65, stop-and-go traffic before Raymond into the south split because of construction. Inbound 69, just a 2-minute delay. Still slow, though, 106 to 465. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas, so trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden in Allisonville. Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey filling in on the Hammer and Nigel show. They needed some lead time on their holiday hangovers. So join me and the dude Tuesday starting at 3 on 93 WIBC.
Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. Trade your scrolling for strolling. Bring your family and make it part of your tradition. Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life.
This Black Friday, skip the lines and hit the gas. Now through December 13th, Financial Center is offering auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR for up to 66 months, whether you're buying new or refinancing. Plus, enjoy no payments for 90 days, giving you room to breathe this holiday season. Start now at fcfcu.com/auto. That's fcfcu.com/auto. Subject to underwriting guidelines. See website for terms and conditions. WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joiner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joiner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana, and the best place to start is joinerhomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joiner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes, and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joiner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at joinerhomes.com.
This year, make Christmas cash with Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling, family owned in Indy for 3 generations, are names you know and trust. Bring in your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, or brass and turn it into holiday spending money. Whether you're decking the halls, buying gifts, or just want a little extra jingle in your pocket, cash is king at Farnsworth.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Senator Jim Banks is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Senator Jim Banks at 202-224-4814 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Hi, I'm Dylan, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a customer service specialist, I love helping couples find their dream engagement ring. And guess what? I just got engaged, so it was fun to create one myself. First, my fiance tried on a bunch of ring styles and she was drawn to a classic diamond pave setting. Then we looked at different diamond shapes from pear to oval to cushion. She fell in love with the princess cut. At Shane Company, you can create a one-of-a-kind ring and get it in days, not weeks. Because a friend wants you to have a magical holiday proposal. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
4? Man, my drives have been getting weaker and weaker.
The same thing happened to me when I turned 40. Men over 40 lose more than just their golf game. Energy, strength, stamina, it all goes downhill. I got Nugenix Total T2 and started feeling like my old self in no time.
America's most trusted testosterone-boosting brand is back. Nugenix Total T2, crafted with a unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle today by texting BODY to 369-369 now.
All right, let's test this out.
Wow, that's on the green, man.
Looks like I got my drive back.
Text BODY to 369-369 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2. Text now and we'll even throw in a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A windy and cold Wednesday. Rain in downtown Indianapolis. And right now it's Tuesday. It's 52 degrees at Monument Circle. We're going up to 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. 73 million people will start traveling for Thanksgiving today. And by tomorrow, Wednesday, forecasters say you'll not only be dealing with more traffic, but also strong wind gusts and very cold air.
It's going to be a windy day, and with temperatures being cold on Wednesday as well, probably throughout the day we're going to see wind chills in the 20s. So it's going to be a really, really cold day, a bit of a shock to the system.
Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis, says a system moving in Friday could bring some measurable snow. He adds Thanksgiving Day looks dry but cold. If you're traveling to Seattle, a heads up. Flights at Seattle, Tacoma are having to make detours to refuel while repairs continue on the Olympic pipeline north of the city.
Crews are scrambling to get things back in order. According to BP, the Olympic pipeline remains shut down. 200 feet of it have been excavated. They're promising crews are working around the clock to fix it, but at this point, they have yet to find the source of the leak.
That's Fox 13 Seattle's Lauren Donovan at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport this morning. The governor has declared a state of emergency so more jet fuel can be delivered to the airport by road. You may have heard that the Trump administration is making the case that prices are down, but
Fox News polls show a majority of Americans aren't happy with the way the economy is going. 85% say groceries are up, 78% say utilities are up, and 67% say healthcare is up. The White House acknowledges more work needs to be done, and they say in part the Trump administration is relentlessly fighting to deliver the bold structural changes that will bring lasting relief to all American families.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera reporting in Washington, D.C. Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene is stepping down from Congress after a disagreement with the president over the Epstein files. Senator Markwayne Mullin from Oklahoma talked about her resignation.
The direction of the team or running the direction of the organization, you have to be strong enough to be able to fire them. And President Trump took a bold decision, and he did exactly what he needed to do.
On Fox News, in a post on X announcing her resignation, Greene said both political parties have been using Americans as pawns in an endless game of division. And today, President Trump will carry on its Thanksgiving tradition with the annual turkey pardon. It's the 78th year for the ceremony, and the First Lady will be there as well. As usual, 2 turkeys are in the spotlight this time, Gobble and Waddle. Thanks to an online vote organized by students in North Carolina. And thanks to you, the taxpayer, Gobble and Waddle stayed at a 5-star hotel last night awaiting their pardon. Sports on WIBC with Friday's Old Oaken Bucket game against 2-9 Purdue coming up. IU head coach Curt Cignetti says he is not thinking about the college football playoff right now.
We got to go up there prepared, and we got to play well. I mean, we're going on the road to play a Big Ten football team, in-state rival. That's all we're thinking about.
And the Hoosiers 11-0, ranked 2 in the country. Kickoff Friday night at Ross-Ade Stadium is just after 7:30. A setback is a setup for the future. That's the message from Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen, who wants his team to lock in after last week's loss to the Kansas City Chiefs.
To learn and grow from those opportunities that you get in those environments and those situations, and finding a way to finish in those games. When you have the opportunity to do it, we got to go take advantage of it, anytime we get in those situations again.
And the Colts lead the AFC South with 6 games left in the season. They play the Houston Texans Sunday. And the 5-0 IU men basketball team is back on the court tonight against Kansas State. Catch all the coverage right here on 93 WIBC beginning at 7. The Indiana Pacers also losing again last night to the Detroit Pistons, 122-117. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Southside, Ryan, is northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic from Southport Road up to Edgewood Avenue. That's because of construction. And northbound 65 slows again before Raymond into the south split. Inbound 69, that's a hit before 82nd Street. Left lane is blocked. Traffic stop-and-go to 106. A 9-minute delay as you make your way down from Fishers to the city center. And then on the east side, northbound 465 type at Washington Street up to East 56th Street. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden in Allisonville. Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, life trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Yes, I have an IMDb. I did not know that was something new. 53 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. Trade your scrolling for strolling. Bring your family and make it part of your tradition. Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life.
Looking for the hottest trends in jewelry this year? Come to Pierce Jewelers and see their Love to Love collection in lab-grown diamond jewelry. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace. Yeah, I'm not so sure this is a thing. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. And yes, to the chat room there watching the live stream, I do have an IMDb. and some documentaries that I've done. I did a movie with Brett Varvel last year. I don't know. Maybe I'll do more. Life's short. Have fun. During downtime, I'm clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. It is all there on the Marketplace. I bring it to you right here on the Marketplace. A segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. It's that last paycheck you forgot, that refund you forgot. It is all there. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Text my name, Tony. Text my name, Tony, to 46220 and get your cash today. Matt Bear, I ask you right now, have you ever come across something where you're like, yeah, that don't make no sense?
Oh, yeah. Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, lights in Indianapolis, traffic lights.
Oh, you don't think traffic lights make any sense?
No, everything, we should just do away with all of them.
Right. Just let people go.
It's freedom.
Like it's some kind of country road in Thailand where the traffic's everywhere. You see the videos out of India where there's absolutely no lights and people are just cutting through things. And if you live, congratulations.
I've never heard anybody from Taiwan complain about that.
I said Thailand.
Oh, Taiwan, yeah. One of them's a province, China, that we might go over war.
It's not a province of China.
Yeah.
China wants that.
Thailand's right next to Madagascar. And they share the Bering Strait. It's right there in Rome.
By the way, first of all, stop it with the geography lessons.
It's Bering Strait. Bairing. Bering
right.
Strait.
Yes. The Matt Bering Strait.
That's correct. Won't name the North Split after me, but damn it, we're going to do the
Do you want the North Split named after you? I know a guy. We can get that done.
I mean, that is ridiculous that I wouldn't want the North Split to be named after me. Of course I do, you know?
If you want the North Split named after you, we'll just call it the Matt Bear Split. What's anybody going to do?
Yeah, no, I actually...
Governor Braun going to stop us?
No. No,
Please.
I'm going to put up a sign.
You can't stop Micah Beckwith. You think he's going to stop you? No.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh, yeah. Bombs being dropped. Oh, my God. Happy Thanksgiving.
I took shrapnel.
Let's talk about this. Matt, I have put this up at on my Twitter feed on the X there at Tony Katz. This thing I found in the marketplace. Can you tell what this is?
Absolutely, 100%.
What is this?
Cowhide chaps.
Well, it's interesting. So what it is, there's a buckle.
Yeah.
And there's a strap. And there's this it looks like a carrier. Like it looks like you could fit your leg through it. And like maybe that's what it is. No. This is a blanket basket.
Oh, to keep your basket warm.
A faux brown leather blanket basket. And you keep this in the living room and you keep like the throw blankets in there.
Oh, okay, I see. So this is going to be for guests, essentially, to pluck a blanket out of and wrap themselves up in. No, this is cool then. I like it very much.
Is it?
I don't know. I still can't see how you work this as a blanket thing.
You roll up the blanket and you put it in there, and it holds the rolled up blankets for you and yours for when the time comes that you need a blanket.
I'd much rather wear them, to be honest.
Yeah.
You have the buckle there at the tickle spot. So
I am. Well, you got to turn it around. You got to wear it the other way.
Okay.
I am not seriously, Carl. Don't ruin things. I'm not so sure this is a thing. I think this is the kind of thing that you sell to suburban moms so they feel like, ooh, I got a thing. And then back in the home office, wherever it is, they're like, I can't believe they just bought that. That's what this is.
Yeah, you can store all your essential oils in it and just, you can package it as anything and they'll buy it.
Crystals?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm talking about flavor crystals. Oh, that's what I'm referring to right here.
Whoa!
Your Folgers goes right in here.
Hey, tiptoeing here.
It's $10, Matt Bear.
Yeah, even I can afford that.
Right.
But still, I look at it, I just don't know what. I mean, it's if you're looking for something to set on your couch, this would be a great item for the holidays.
No, it goes next to the couch.
Oh, well, I definitely don't want it. I don't have room for this. What do you think? I have a 2-bedroom? It's a 1-bedroom.
Your couch is in your bedroom?
No, it's I'm gonna say adjacent, but we're splitting hairs in and out of the bedroom. It's kind of tough, But yeah, I'll wear these in the bedroom or on the balcony.
You know what? It's my fault for bringing it up, guys. I'd like to apologize.
Yeah.
So this one's on me. I'll take it.
This would feel great against the skin. You know I'm right. You're thinking you guys are thinking the same thing right now, man. This might feel okay here.
I guarantee you, nobody's thinking the same thing you are, Matt.
I think
no one.
I'd make these look good. I'd make
All
these
the
look so
listings
good.
are there at WIBC.com, brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Check it out for yourself. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Holy cow! Another beautiful play for Indiana.
A new coach, a new team, a new energy in Bloomington.
You're going to see a bunch of guys that are all about winning. They play incredibly hard.
Coach Darren DeVries is ready to write the next chapter in Hoosier basketball.
We love what I think the fans are going to be able to see in terms of how we approach every game.
IU basketball is back. Up next, Kansas State. Tonight at 8 on the home of the Hoosiers. 93 WIBC.
If you suffer from burning, tingling, or numbness, pay special attention as we discuss neuropathy with Dr. Matt Schulke, chiropractic neurologist and board certified in neuropathy. What is neuropathy?
Neuropathy is nerve damage in the feet or hands.
What are the symptoms?
The symptoms are numbness, burning, tingling, pain, and loss of balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
Absolutely, and we get amazing results.
If you have burning, tingling, numbness, pain, or balance issues, call Dr. Schulke today for a free nerve damage screening. This screening will tell if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for their specialized treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe nothing can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, even amputations. The first 10 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Simply call 463-400-3338. Act now. Call 463-400-3338 for your free nerve damage screening. 463-400-3338.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, what are you doing?
Yeah, Tony, getting this in multiple locations here thanks to the tip line at 239-9393. Looking at northbound 65, crash after Southport Road. It's on the right shoulder. We have a little bit of a slowdown going through the crash site, and then we slow because of construction. But watch out for that on the south side. The northbound 65 delayed 4 minutes. Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's construction. Inbound 69 is stopped coming down from Fishers after 116th Street 282nd. That's because of a crash blocking the left lane, and it's causing a 15-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden and Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 53 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today. Today.
The biggest Black Friday sale ever is going on now at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Save up to $800 on top brand mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers of Bern is holding their factory-authorized sale with the lowest price in 2025 and 50% off all Flex Deal and Lazy Boy. Free delivery, cash discounts, interest-free financing. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Simple Quarters, sponsor of Fill Up in the News with Tony Katz.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are here. Grab your coffee and put on your sneakers because it's go time. Through Saturday, save up to 50% on everything from toys to beauty faves, winter styles, and more. Plus, earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. Yep, that's extra Kohl's Cash. So run, don't walk. Just hold on tight to that coffee. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora. Offers end November 29th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. Trade your scrolling for strolling. Bring your family and make it part of your tradition. Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life.
As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1-hour heating and air conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
So we've gone from Black Friday to a Black Friday week to a Black Friday month. And everything's a deal and everything's for sale. I just don't know what kind of buying is going on. What's happening? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. By the way, the bumper music there was She Bop by Cyndi Lauper. Ask me how I know that. Go ahead, producer Carl.
How do you know that, Tony?
Second song I ever learned on piano.
Do you know what the song's about?
It's about a boy and his horse.
Maybe.
I have no idea what the song is about, but I could still picture it. I've not played in a good long time. It's one of the things that, to the extent that I ever think of a retirement, which I don't, the people who know me don't believe I have the capacity. They don't believe I have any ability to walk away and be done. Be like, you know what? I've said everything I'm going to say, and that's it. I have to keep working. I have to keep doing. My wife is amongst those people, and I adore my wife. She is perfect. I cannot describe to you how wrong those people are. I love what I do. I'm not defined by what I do. It's different. Some people are. I'm not. And one of the things I think of, if I had the time, what would I like to do? I would take piano lessons. I would reteach myself piano. I was never good. I would become good. I know I can. Like, if I just stick at it, I know I can become good. I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, She Bop. That's why. But Black Friday happening, and of course, I believe in supporting all the local. But there are deals everywhere all the time. And there's always these crazy deals on electronics. Nutty deals on the TVs. There are some places selling a 98-inch TV for $1,000. Now, it's Chinese made. You know how I feel about that. But it's a 98-inch television. That's two less than 100. It's a big TV. How many more large screen TVs does one need? Now, who am I to say? Because you might be like, oh, I need them all. Okay. Then you're the person. So I wonder how many of these things get utilized, whether or not there's a moment of, okay, we're done here. We've looked at all the TVs we're going to look at. We've got it all. We're good for at least another 3 to 5 years. Maybe people have different people in the cycle all the time. I believe, of course, in the shopping local. And I want everyone to do that this Thanksgiving, this Black Friday. And I do believe the sponsors here at WIBC, that's where you start. If they're supporting us, you support them. Of course, on this show, Boer Remodeling, some people you can't, if you're not selling your house, I don't know if you can go to Mark Dietel, but you should know that Mark Dietel's there. The good people, of course, at Boer, as we've discussed. You've got Andy Moore Ford. If it's time for a car, you go to Andy Moore Ford. I'm going to stop by on Saturday, depending on whether or not my mother can make it to an airport because of weather. I'm gonna be there, and then no, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna be there. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go to PA Jewelers and Premier Arms in Brownsburg and visit them. You should visit them as well. And one of the things you should get immediately, actually, two things you should get immediately. You should get tickets for A Christmas Story, the musical, which is playing at the Civic Theater in Carmel because it stars our own program director, David Wood, as Gene Shepard. He's the narrator. The program director, the guy who hired me, Rob Kendall, Casey Daniels, Hammer, and Nigel, is starring in this thing. So you could just take it out on him on stage at the Civic Theater. That is A Christmas Story, the musical. It starts December 5th. You can get your tickets. And then yours truly, January 24th, Trump 1 year later. It's going to be fantastic. January 24th, 2026. This is happening at the Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. It is going to be spectacular. The food, we're not doing a sit-down dinner, but trust me, you're going to be full. The bourbons, I have got great bourbons for you to try. We're going to go and review Trump's first year, how it's going to lead into the second year. What is it that we can expect? What is it that we've seen? The highs, the lows, the everything. You're going to laugh, you're going to learn, you're going to fall in love. You might even be angry with me, but you're going to have a great time. Spectacular time, and it is a red tie event. The Red Tie Gala. Trump 1 year later. Yo, yeah. Oh, dress up. We've got the red carpet. We've got the photos. Live music. It's going to be fantastic. Go to WIBC.com and get your tickets. VIP tickets are still available. It just went on sale. Check it out. Go to WIBC.com. Trump, a red tie gala. Trump 1 year later. It's going to be an amazing event. It's my biggest. It's going to be incredible. Go to WIBC.com and get your tickets right now. A lot of good things to purchase this holiday season. Matt Barris, traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Inbound 69, crash after 82nd Street, blocking the left lane, stopping traffic back to 116th for a 21-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden in Allisonville. Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, lime trees, and more. Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. Matt Barrett, WIBC Traffic.
Strike gold with the best ticket deals of the season. Get Pacers tickets starting at $5.
Jackson attacking in on the left side with a left-hand scoop, and he's on the line with a chance for a three-point play.
Gold Friday presented by KeyBank is your chance to get tickets to some of the biggest Pacer games starting at just $5.
Naismith buries a three right in front of the Milwaukee bench.
These deals won't last long. Head to Pacers.com/Gold Friday. That's Pacers.com/Gold Friday to get yours.
Looking for a cozy spot to relax, work, or grab your coffee to go? LC Coffee House in Noblesville, Indiana has you covered. Try our indulgent affogato, a sweet blend of espresso and ice cream. Or sample our coffee flights to discover your perfect brew. In a rush, our drive-thru is ready to serve you fast and fresh. Need a space to collaborate? We offer meeting rooms perfect for co-working. Whether you're grabbing a quick drink or spending the day with us, LC Coffee House is the place to be.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to QCkinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary and 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-557-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
Do you remember what was happening in America? Families struggling, billions in wasteful spending. But Senator Todd Young fought back. He voted for working family tax cuts, and Senator Young voted to crack down on waste, fraud, and abuse, saving taxpayers billions. So call Senator Todd Young at 202-224-5623 and thank him for supporting the Working Families Tax Cut. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
This holiday season, give the gift of Indy's most iconic dining experiences. Now through December 31st, Hughes Culinary is offering a 20% bonus gift card with every gift card purchase of $125 or more. That's 20% more to give or keep for yourself.
And gift cards are available at all Hughes Culinary restaurants, St. Elmo Steakhouse, Harry and Izzy's, the HC Tavern and Kitchen, and 1933 Lounge. You can also order online at HughesCulinary.com. Make the season unforgettable with gift cards from Hughes Culinary.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what police are saying about a shooting on Indianapolis' southeast side late last night, what forecasters are saying your chances for snow this week are, and what happened to a kid who plotted a school shooting. Those stories coming up after Fox News from the Technology Recycler Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis on a Tuesday morning. It's 8 o'clock.
It's going to be crowded at airports. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. As a lot of people start the rush of what AAA predicts will be record Thanksgiving travel.
You just never know what's going to happen, to be honest. It's kind of like a waiting game to see what they say.
No, she was at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport in Texas, where weather caused hundreds of delays yesterday. Only a few dozen this morning. Nationwide, almost 600 delays, with just 34 flights canceled so far. Fox's Brooke Taylor's at DFW.
TSA expects to screen 18 million people from today through next Tuesday, with today being the busiest day for air travel. There are 52,000 flights scheduled nationwide. The FAA says their air traffic control towers are still understaffed, but they are back to pre-government shutdown levels, and flight schedules are also back to normal.
South of her, there is storm damage being cleaned up in the Houston area after a tornado hit, damaging about 100 homes.
Power is out for most of at least several blocks as we were making our way into this neighborhood. Generators in the area providing some power. We did see some lights on, but the debris goes all the way down the block.
Ruben Dominguez with Fox 26 TV in Spring, Texas. There are new casualties of war in Ukraine, where a Russian drone and missile barrage killed at least 7 people. A Ukrainian counterattack left 3 dead inside Russia.
At the moment, the Secretary of the Army is leading the talks with the Russian side. His team is saying the Ukrainians have agreed to the peace deal ahead of Thursday's deadline. That is a big deal. Now they need to get Russia on board.
Fox's Peter Ducey at the White House. Attorney General Pam Bondi is vowing to fight a federal judge's ruling that dismissed the criminal cases against New York's Attorney General Letitia James, accused of mortgage fraud, and former FBI Director James Comey, charged with lying to Congress.
We'll be taking all available legal action, including an immediate appeal, to hold Letitia James and James Comey accountable for their unlawful conduct.
The judge ruled the U.S. attorney who got the indictments was unlawfully appointed. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What you'll be dealing with over the next 72 hours. Right now, rain is falling in Indianapolis. Temperatures around 52 in Monument Circle. Today's high 56. Over the next hour or so, the radar shows showers are expected to move away from downtown toward the east side. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:02. Fog, the aforementioned rain, wind, and maybe even snow. Those are all in the mix over the next several days. And if you're hitting the road tomorrow, one of the busiest travel days of the year, keep an eye out as advisories go out for strong wind gusts.
As you mentioned, wind advisories are up in northwest Indiana right now, where they are expecting wind gusts potentially peaking at 45 to 50 miles per hour. We may see wind gusts as high as 40, maybe even 45 miles per hour as you get north of Indianapolis.
Forecaster Mike Ryan, National Weather Service, Indianapolis, says Wednesday's wind and cold could make it feel like the 20s. A transgender Indiana high school student who admitted to plotting a Valentine's Day mass shooting was sentenced Monday to 12 years in prison and 5 years probation. Trinity Shockley told the court that her threats stem from bullying and mental health struggles and apologized, but the judge said the punishment was necessary, saying that the plan could have caused devastating consequences to the kids. A woman is shot at a South Indy apartment. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
Reports coming into police just before midnight of people at the Brookwood Apartments who heard gunshots. IMPD went to the complex and found that a woman inside an apartment had been shot multiple times.
I can tell you that whoever did this heinous act, detectives are tirelessly working to find out who did this crime.
The victim has since been identified by the Marion County Coroner's Office as 26-year-old Amanda Cherie Jones. IMPD Captain Rob Ryder added that a 2-year-old child was in the area at the time of the shooting but was unharmed. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Cops in Monroe County say they arrested several men on Sunday after spotting cars tied to ATM burglaries in Illinois and Michigan. A license plate camera flagged the cars in Bloomington, leading to the discovery of laptops, masks, multiple license plates, and cash inside. The cops say the group used jackpotting, a method that opens ATMs with a master key to steal people's money. In college football, Indiana and Purdue play each other this Friday in the Old Oaken Bucket game. Here's John Herrick.
Indiana's ranked second in the country with an 11-0 record, while Purdue is 2-9. On Monday, Indiana's head football coach Curt Cignetti said Purdue has been competitive in a lot of their games, despite what their record may say.
So we're certainly expecting their best shot, and we've got 100% focus, all eyes on Purdue and the process of preparation to put ourselves in the best position to be successful.
Both teams are coming off a bye week. Kickoff will take place a little after 7:30 Friday night at Ross-Ade Stadium. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
2 wins. That's how many wins the Indiana Pacers have through the first 17 games of the season. They lost another one last night to the Detroit Pistons, 122-117. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Inbound 69 crash at 82nd Street, blocking the left lane, causing stop traffic back to 116th Street. A 20-minute delay. South side crash, northbound 65 after Southport Road is on the right shoulder. We slow down after that. Slow traffic from Edgewood Avenue up to 465, then stop and go after Keystone into the south split. That's a 9-minute delay. On the south side, westbound 465, stop and go from 65 out to 31. Inbound 65, slow roll from MLK down to 21st. And on the east side, northbound 465, stop and go after 70, shy of Penn Pike. Crash, Beech Grove, Emerson Avenue at Albany Street. Traffic sponsored by Freegee and Freegee Auctioneers. One day, 2 great auctions. December 4th at 9 a.m. The Midwest Construction and Ag Auction. At 6 p.m., the Midwest Public Automobile Auction. Visit buyfreegee.com for more details. License number AC3120002. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist.
I'm sorry.
What have you got for us?
I've got rain out there right now. It is going to continue the next couple of hours. It becomes more scattered in nature later this afternoon, mostly cloudy and incredibly mild. Highs today near 58. Lots of clouds tonight, a few scattered light showers, and then mostly cloudy on Wednesday. Blustery with winds gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour. High temperatures in the upper 30s and lower 40s, but wind chill values will be in the 20s. Dry for Thanksgiving, but chilly. Highs only near 34. Buckle up, baby. That's right.
You got it all.
I heard. So it's fall, y'all.
Bet it is. You bet it is. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist with just a garbage Thanksgiving forecast. It's a terrible. It could be worse, but it's still terrible.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
Yes, you should be. Yes, you should be. Tara Hastings. Oh, the show is so great. Wait till you see our podcast. Once Tara reaches out to me, we can get this thing going. For the record, she has not reached out yet.
That is correct. Wow. Nailed it. Do you even need me anymore? You've got all these clips.
Tara.
Pump the brakes.
Of course we need you.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole point of this.
Okay.
The people want more of you. They don't want less Tara Hastings in their life. They want more Tara Hastings in their life.
Stop it.
They do. They do. You laugh. But they want more Tara.
Ooh, yes.
So,
my goodness. That's a lot of Tara.
I am up to 17 sounds.
Good Lord.
Yep. And I've got room for another 3,000.
Lucky me.
To isolate that.
Carl!
I didn't have to say anything. Oh, happening before your eyes. Tara, the podcast would be so good. Why aren't we doing it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We got to make it happen.
That is correct.
That is correct. Wow.
So, we'll talk more about Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh, she loves this job. 53 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:10. So the future of Jack's Donuts is unknown. And I feel for these people. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Good to be with you. Overextended? Bad management? I can't answer the question. I'm not making any accusations. But Jack's Donuts has filed bankruptcy. But the decision to sell locations that had no kitchens and say, don't worry, we've got a commissary and we will deliver the donuts directly to you fresh every morning, seems to have been a real, this was a move that did not work out. Best way to say it, because then the commissary, was it a quality issue? It wasn't getting product to people. Now what do? They have this franchise and they don't have any product to sell. And now there are places, Jack's Donuts, that are absolutely still open. They make their own donuts, and you should be going. It's not like, wow, they're having this issue, you stop going. That's not it. What I don't know, and this is a curiosity, and I'm not interested in any level of disparagement here. I'm interested in these people who own businesses, who are part of communities. How do we help them get through this and overcome this. There's the actual component pieces of Jack's are being sold. First, is there any value to the brand itself, Jack's Donuts? I'm curious as to your thoughts as a matter of branding. For example, remember we went through this with Square Donuts. They were growing, and then whatever happened, and that ended that. And there is still Square Donuts in existence. And I love the name. I love the product. Is that true of Jack's? Is there a name behind Jack's Donuts for people? Meaning, if you were a franchisee and you weren't Jack's Donuts anymore, you were something else, would it be hurtful? Would it be helpful? I'm curious to know where you are on it, my dear people. So send me an email, Tony@TonyKatz.com, Twitter X Tony Katz, the chat room on the live stream, YouTube.com/WIBC. Where are you on this? I wonder, a little bit of maybe just anecdotal data for these franchisees. And as for the lawsuit that involves Hughes Culinary, man, oh man, when you are suing, you go after everyone. This is the guy who was attacked by former NFL star and former Fox sports commentator Mark Sanchez, the guy who got attacked in the middle of the night. His name is Perry Tolle, Tole. Well, and then Tolle had to stab Mark Sanchez to get Sanchez to stop attacking him. Tolle is now suing Hughes Culinary, which owns St. Elmo and Harry and Izzy's and a host of others, claiming that Hughes Culinary overserved Sanchez and they violated the Indiana Dram Shop Act, which would make the business responsible for not serving alcohol to visibly intoxicated people. I don't have the data. I don't have any video. I don't have anything. But this seems to me to be a radical stretch. This looks to me, outsider looking in, to be a, hey, how do we get the most here? That's what it looks like. I would say ill-advised. It's an interesting thing to try and have to prove. I know that Hughes sent out a statement about this. I think I have the statement. On October 3rd, Mark Sanchez and several of his colleagues were in attendance at St. Elmo. The group finished dinner and left the restaurant together shortly before 9 p.m. Hughes Culinary prides itself on providing excellent customer experience, and our team conducted themselves exactly as we expect. We deny the allegations in the complaint. We have fully cooperated with police during the investigation and will continue to do so. That is a statement from Susan Decker, spokesperson for Hughes Culinary. I don't know Mr. Tolle, and I don't like that he was attacked, and I respect that he had to do what he had to do to save himself, really and truly. But if this is accurate, and Sanchez left at 9 p.m., didn't return, and you were attacked after midnight, this adding them to the lawsuit is a mistake. It's a mistake on multiple fronts. But I'll wait for more data for sure. We've got the story at WIBC.com. Matt Baer has traffic on the 5s.
Yeah, northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic from Southport Road up to 465. That is a construction zone approaching the I-465 interchange. And then we have northbound 65 stop-and-go again after Keystone Avenue into the South Split, a 7-minute delay. Inbound 69 completely stopped after 116th Street down to 82nd. That's because of a crash in the left lane, and a 27-minute delay has developed. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Hey, Black Friday's come early to Tom Roush Lincoln with our 999 deal. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. So get those Black Friday deals all month long at Tom Roush Lincoln.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
If you or someone you know needs help putting food on the table, that help is closer than you think. WIBC cares. We've partnered with local food banks and organizations to provide resources for those who need them. Just go to WIBC.com and look for the banner that says Find Free Food Near You. You'll find a link to Community Compass, an up-to-date interactive map that shows locations, days, and times for you to collect food at no cost, as well as other resources to help you through this challenging time. Find community help now at WIBC.com.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Do you remember what was happening in America? Families struggling, billions in wasteful spending. But Senator Todd Young fought back. He voted for working family tax cuts, and Senator Young voted to crack down on waste, fraud, and abuse, saving taxpayers billions. So call Senator Todd Young at 202-224-5623 and thank him for supporting the Working Families Tax Cut. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Weekday mornings at 7:15, the Tony Katz Popcorn Moment. Brought to you by Boer Remodeling. Don't wait any longer for the kitchen you've been dreaming of. Request a consultation at BoerRemodeling.com.
Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, designers of fine jewelry.
We've learned by now that everything on social media is ridiculously dopey. The amount of trolls over the past just 2 weeks I have muted. I don't really block people anymore. I mute them. I don't need to hear from them. They're ridiculous. So pathetic. So sad. So lame. And of course, fraudulent. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Find everything at WIBC.com. For myself, for Kendall and Casey, for Hammer and Nigel, Tony Kinn is there, the gun guy, Ethan Hatcher. It's all there at WIBC.com. X, meaning Twitter, has a location tool now that has exposed, for example, these fake accounts talking about Gaza. Look what's happening in Gaza. Look what we're dealing with in Gaza. Look at this. Look at These are all Jew-hating, low-life scumbag bigots. They're all lying. None of them are in Gaza. They're made-up accounts. They're all frauds. Everywhere. And you can refer to them as rage farmers, whether they're from these tech places in Pakistan or in other spots. And they're gaining hundreds of thousands of followers. And they're just flat out lying about everything all the time. So we bring in for this. He didn't know that I was going to bring him in. Let us bring in producer Carl, who, as you know, does the Conspiracy Carl podcast. If you haven't heard it yet, it's a must. It has to be on your podcast list. Check out Conspiracy Carl, our very own producer Carl, right there. This whole PSYOP idea, psychological operation, and everyone says, well, anything I don't like, anything that I think is wrong is a PSYOP. That seems to be the way it goes today. But this is absolutely true. Social media really trying to affect, in many ways, affecting what people see in terms of size and scope, about what's large and where people are. But the truth is, this is all just fraudulent server farm nonsense in the main. True or false?
Absolutely. I mean, you know who originally invested in all these social media companies. It wasn't Zuckerberg. It wasn't the people that have the names on the social media websites.
It is.
It was the Pentagon. It was the deep state. It's all a PSYOP. It's to influence people. I'm not crazy.
I didn't say you were. I just happen to play the music. That's all. What Elon Musk has done by showing this off, this tool, if people still want to hate him, I don't care. Man, this has been remarkable. And we are all better off because he bought Twitter for $44 billion and because he has shown what it is that's happening. If you spend your days and nights on social media, you are not involved in the real. And it's about much more than the idea of touch grass. It's about the idea of what are the news sources that you're utilizing that then get their information by echoing what's happening on social media. People discussed how social media was going to end newspapers. That isn't what happened. Newspapers just said, look what they're saying on social media, and presented it in a different way to reach a different audience. This stuff isn't real. These people who you think have power and have fans and everything else, it's not real. It just isn't. Now, it becomes harder and harder and harder to figure out where you get the information, things you can trust. And it's you know, I want you to know I do everything I can. But me, no matter what you're listening to, what you're watching, check, double check, and recheck. But every time you see one of these groups talking about the genocide in Gaza, they're progressive nonsense garbage agitators lying through their teeth. And you would quite literally have to be a communist on the Indianapolis City County Council to believe it. You really have to be ignorant. You have to want it. You already have to have the hate in your soul. Elon Musk, man, he has changed the game. Matt Bear has got traffic on the fives. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Inbound 69, crash at 82nd. Left lane is closed. Traffic jam to 116th Street for a 22-minute delay. We have some flooding out there. Getting reports here at the traffic center. One spot, Shadeland Avenue, south of Washington on the east side. Report of flooding, hydroplaning, and a crash. Northbound 65, stop and go before Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden in Allisonville. Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more. Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey filling in on the Hammer and Nigel show. They needed some lead time on their holiday hangovers. So join me and the dude Tuesday starting at 3 on 93 WIBC.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. When you buy an engagement ring or fine jewelry gift from Shane Company, you get more than what you paid for. Our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. It covers everything. There's no fine print. You'll get unlimited cleanings, resizings, and repairs. Plus, it even protects your engagement ring's center stone. We stand behind the quality of our jewelry, and that's our gift to you this holiday. Peace of mind. Because a friend knows the best things in life are free. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family is banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Ronnie came out to do my walkthrough. It was great. We had a chance to talk about the house. We had a chance to listen to what my goals were, and they helped me to meet them. Then I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't, no.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Hey, listen, are you a 50-year-old person looking for term life insurance? Then you need to talk to Bob. Bob specializes in helping people find $1 million or more of term life insurance for a couple of $100 a month. Look, you need to know there's a price war in the term life insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call Bob, and he'll shop and see how much money he can save you. Look, this could be the last term life insurance policy you ever have. Your rates are guaranteed for the next 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rates for the next 20 years. And if you're a smoker or your health is not perfect, Bob has great rates for you too. So for $1 million of term life insurance coverage for a couple of $100 a month, call Bob right now. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. That's 800-890-5075. Paid for by Term Direct.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
The Thanksgiving travel season is set to throw a lot at you. Right now it's raining in downtown Indianapolis. Temperatures at 52 at Monument Circle. We're going up to 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Fog, rain, wind, and maybe snow are on the way over the next several days. Could severe weather be coming too?
Here in Indiana, no. And I'll mention, typically we do see a bit of a peak back up in the fall, and not just here, but across the Ohio Valley with severe weather and potentially tornadoes.
Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis, says we could see wind gusts tomorrow 45 miles an hour or greater, but thankfully no tornadoes are expected. Meanwhile, at least one tornado did touch down in a suburb of Houston, Texas Monday, damaging 100 homes and knocking down trees along its path.
The storm left thousands without power, and a ground stop was issued at George Bush Intercontinental Airport. Some witnesses described seeing snapped trees and debris.
I see it start spinning, and then I see the spiral coming down, and then stuff just starts flying past my head. A garbage bin flew past me.
No major injuries have been reported, and cleanup is expected to take days.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers reporting. The Department of War says it's received serious allegations of misconduct against Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, and they're launching a review. The retired Navy captain's case comes on the heels of a viral video where he and 6 other Democratic lawmakers urged service members to refuse what they called unlawful orders. The search continues this morning for a missing football coach in Virginia.
Turner, the head coach at Union High School in Big Stone Gap, was officially reported as missing on Sunday. Police say they were sent to his home in Western Virginia on Thursday night to investigate a non-criminal complaint. But when they arrived, Turner was no longer there. The next day, school district officials revealed that an employee within the district had been placed on administrative leave. Quote, while an external agency reviews an allegation that was reported to the division.
That's Fox's Todd Pyro reporting. A federal judge on Monday dropped the criminal charges against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. James had been charged with mortgage fraud, and prosecutors say Comey lied to Congress about the Trump-Russia investigation. Those two could be re-indicted by the Justice Department at a later date. And lottery players get one more shot at a big Powerball jackpot before Thanksgiving. Nobody hit Monday night, so the jackpot climbs to $681 million for the Wednesday drawing. And sports on WIBC, the Indianapolis Colts lead the AFC South with 6 games left in the season, and they play the Houston Texans at home Sunday after a loss to the Kansas City Chiefs last week. Head coach Shane Steichen says avoiding penalties comes down to 2 things: fundamentals and technique.
The false starts, obviously that's focus. We got to lock in and focus there, especially in the noise. On that first drive, we had 2 of those. We had a legal formation. We had a false start there, and so just locking in on those things and cleaning up and tightening up those details.
And Steichen on Colts Roundtable last night. For the last 6 games for the Colts are in the division. Sunday's matchup kicks off at 1 o'clock. Number 25 IU plays Kansas State tonight. The Wildcats are 5-1, and they're hooping this year, averaging 85 points a game. Head coach Darren DeVries says they move the ball really well.
They're getting out, and they're getting out fast, and they're in transition, and they put a lot of pressure on your defense to get organized and get put together in a hurry. They have a lot of guys that can shoot it.
And IU is off to a 5-0 start. Tip-off tonight at 8 inside Assembly Hall. Pre-game coverage right here on 93 WIBC starts at 7 o'clock. The Indiana Pacers are 2-15 this year after falling to the Detroit Pistons 122-117. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here he is. What's going on, Matt Bear?
Yeah, Ryan, looking at inbound 69 at 82nd Street. Crash out of the left lane. It looks like it's pushed to the right shoulder. Still a traffic backup to 116th Street with a delay time of 11 minutes. On the east side, northbound 465, a little bit slow before Penn Pike. South side, northbound 65, stop and go after Southport Road up to 465, delayed 3 minutes because of construction. And then stop and go traffic on northbound 65 after Keystone up to the south split. That is a 9-minute delay. It's been raining forever, so we have some flooding out there. One report, Shaylin Avenue south of Washington Street, flooding, hydroplaning. Just be careful and take it slowly. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden in Allisonville. Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 53 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
What matters to you matters to us. That's why Busey Bank takes the time to understand your goals and build solutions that fit your story. From everyday banking to long-term planning, our team is here to help you navigate every stage with care and expertise. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbor, your advisor, and your advocate. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. Trade your scrolling for strolling. Bring your family and make it part of your tradition. Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Dow futures are up 41. NASDAQ futures are down 10. Yeah, there's not much movement right now. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. This could have to do with a big day that took place yesterday. The NASDAQ was up 598 yesterday? Is that right? The Dow was up 202? Yeah, I think those are the numbers. That sounds right. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the green. If I got it wrong, tell me. Right there. So that's where the futures are at right now. Oil prices $58.12 on the West Texas crude. And that's been staying in that under $60 range, $62.63 on the Brent crude. The 10-year Treasury, 4.021. So the last couple days have been the first couple days of downward trend. Still not under 4%, but the closer we were at the 4.1. So getting us closer to that place where you see some mortgage applications tick up. Gold right now, $41.46, $4,146 an ounce. Silver, $51.45 an ounce. Those are both up. Those are hedges against inflation. I will say it again. I am not so sure this is going to be a great holiday season in terms of sales on the large scale, large ticket, big box items. I think that the next 6 months have the possibility to be very unfun. And I think that the messaging from the White House and from the surrogates and from rational people has to be, when X, then Y. Here's what we're working on. Here's what's coming. All these deals, all these trade deals, you got to start showing us the dollars that are in bank accounts. You got to start showing us shovels in the ground. That's what you have to show us. Because this, on the metals, this is the hedge against inflation. I believe everybody thinks that the inflation is sticking around. I do not believe at this point that the Fed is going to make a change. I don't think we're going to see that last cut, which is only going to prove the point about the inflation sticking around. It is true that the tariffs did not exacerbate inflation as thought. It is equally true that the inflation has not gone down to a place where we are feeling a real effect to the positive. It's there. It is constant. It is not cool. Now, we have not gotten into some other concepts, right? We've talked about stagflation before, which is exactly what, for example, Japan went through. 80s and 90s there. The stagnation of stagflation, high unemployment, stagnant economic growth. See, we don't have the stagnant economic growth. At least haven't seen that yet. We've had some good numbers on the GDP. I think that there is a real concern from Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, from President Trump, about the idea of deflation. How do you make prices better without moving too hard on economic levers that will cause that an issue? So deflation a reduction in the price of goods and services, and an increase in the purchasing power of money. Linked to a decline in money supply or credit. Inflation in the reverse? Same concept, basically. Things don't work in a vacuum. It's not like you just, do one thing and then everything gets better. These things do take time. The reduction of tariffs, I think, are going to be helpful. Because tariffs are taxes. You disagree. Okay, great. Still wrong. Tariffs are taxes. Stop it with the whole Trump thinks they're the most beautiful word in the world thing. He's just wrong. As tactic, yes. As policy, terrible. And engaged on this based on trade deficits, nutty. But the deflation issues are issues. These things have to come down slowly and gradually. And I think the tariffs have prevented more of this coming down. The inflation is still there. The economic outlook, until we start seeing results from these trade deals, I think makes an ugly 6 months coming forward. I don't feel good about saying that, but that's what I see. So you got to get your deals while you can, and you got to make smart purchases while you can. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. All the deals are at Andy Moore Ford, where you can get incredible offers or deals. Get offers. They have the offers. They have offers. You can make deals for trucks, cars, SUVs, fleet vehicles, electric vehicles. And right now, this whole week, walk into Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield and say, I heard about the fantastic Ford Black Friday on Tony Katz, and you can get $2,000 off your best deal. Or you can get 20% off your service. They do an incredible job with service there. And so many vehicles to choose from. You could save over $13,000 on a new Ford F-150, lease a new Ford Escape or a Bronco Sport. I own a Bronco Sport. It's tremendous. $339 a month. All you have to do is say, I heard about the fantastic Ford Black Friday on Tony Katz. I even think it's okay if you just walk in and you scream my name. Just start yelling Tony Katz, but do it politely. And the deal is yours. That's retail people right there. Talk to Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. The Get More guarantee, more savings, more selection, and more for your trade. 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield. I'm stopping by on Small Business Saturday. Maybe I'll see you there. Time to get a new Ford, people. That time is now. And say you heard about it on the fantastic Ford Black Friday. You heard about that on Tony Katz. I heard about the fantastic Ford Black Friday on Tony Katz. And get $2,000 off your best deal. Andy Moore Ford, MOHR, AndyMooreFord.com.
Scrolling all day, clickbait everywhere. But the facts, they're harder to find.
WIBC didn't just report the story, they really got into why it matters.
CEO of First American Nuclear believes we're heading into America's nuclear renaissance.
In 100 years, all successful nations will be powered by nuclear reactors. For the sake of our children, I'd like the U.S. to be one of them.
Oh, I check the WIBC website before I even open social media.
Online, on social, on air. Stay in the know while you're on the go with 93 WIBC at WIBC.com.
Traffic on the fives, Matt Bear. What are you doing?
Looking at northbound 65, Tony, Southside stop and go traffic. Keystone Avenue into the South Split, an 8-minute delay. Westbound 465, Southside stop and go 65 over to US 31. And we have flooding on the east side, Shadeland Avenue, south of Washington. A report of flooding and hydroplaning in that area. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shopping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas, so trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden in Allisonville. Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the season among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. I'm Matt Bear on the fives at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Why do so many foundation, basement, and crawl space companies ask for half your money up front? Could it be because that's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they believe trust is earned, not demanded. That's why they do things differently. They start with a free inspection, no strings attached, to give you an honest assessment of what your home needs. No pressure, no surprises. When it's time for the work, they don't ask for a deposit or any upfront payment. Not a single dollar until the job is complete and you're 100% satisfied. That's how they've been earning trust for over 39 years. Whether it's sagging floors, moisture control, concrete repair, or a full crawl space encapsulation, you can count on Michaelis for repairs that last. Don't trust just anyone with your home. Choose the company that puts your trust first. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY today. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. The Michaelis Corporation, building trust beneath your feet.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Senator Jim Banks is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Senator Jim Banks at 202-224-4814 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Join us for Downtown Indy Alliance's 63rd Annual Circle of Lights, presented by IBEW Local 481, Friday, November 28th, with live entertainment featuring acts from ISO's Yuletide Celebration, the Indianapolis Children's Choir, and Clayton Anderson. Go to downtownindy.org/holidays.
You know what this is? I know what this is. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. No chat room. It is not Manimal. What?
It was Manimal.
This is Manimal?
I keep on seeing the chat room say Manimal, so I played it.
Oh, God, that's not what I thought it was. I thought this was the end credits to Voltron. That's what I thought it was. Here's how we play our game. We didn't even get to play today. So producer Carl's picked the television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. He was way too quick on the button there. And then we take a guess, but it's now ruined. This is Manimal. You know what? I want another one. Turn it off.
Oh, no.
I want a Redemption Monday on Tuesday. I want you to find me a Redemption Monday right now. Here's how we play Redemption Monday. I miss sometimes. Sometimes I don't get the theme song right. And so on Mondays, we play Redemption Monday, where if I've missed it, he will go back to it and see if I can figure it out this time, if I have any sort of memory whatsoever. I'm not doing great when it comes to the Redemption Mondays. I got to admit, I think I'm 1 for 3 right now. So you go in there, producer Carl. You find something from that I've missed, and we'll see if I get it right. This time, it is a Redemption Monday for a Tuesday. Play it, producer Carl.
Hold on.
Almost play it, producer Carl. Anytime, producer Carl. We're right here.
I gotta go grab it.
Producer Carl.
Yeah.
What is this, 1977? It's on a cart on the other side of the room?
Gotta cue it up.
Good Lord. Matt Bear is dying to tell us what he thinks it is.
I'm ready for redemption.
Yes. Redemption Monday. Don't forget, January 24th, 2026, Saturday. Trump, 1 year later, a red tie gala, my biggest event today. Matt Bear will be there in the front row giving foot rubs.
Oh, okay. No idea.
Got to have you doing something.
Is Trump going to be there?
He will not, but he has been invited.
Okay.
A lot of people have been invited.
Well, she made the invite.
Go to WIBC.com and get your tickets. Sponsorships are available. Reach out to me. I will make it happen. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to be able to be in touch with so many people, dedicated people who want to enjoy. Everybody's going to be in the red tie. Oh, time to dress up. Time to buy a dress. Time to put on a suit. Time to get it done, people. We will have the red carpet, the photos, the food, past hors d'oeuvres everywhere. So it's not a sit down, but you are going to be full. I have got bourbons you are going to love. VIPs, some special bourbons for you, swag bags, and everything else. It is there. Go to WIBC.com. Trump 1 year later, the highs, the lows, what did we learn? What has to happen next? All of it. I'm going to go through the past year like no one else ever has. Things you forgot, I'm going to remind you of. Trump 1 year later, that's January 24th, 2026. That is at the Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. Get your tickets right now at WIBC.com. I know that Premier Arms and PA Jewelers will be there, our proud sponsors. They will be there for the event. Will your business reach out to me? Go to WIBC.com and get your tickets today. Producer Carl, hit it. Oh, you just did this a little while ago.
Yep.
It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Redemption Monday for a Tuesday. Here's how we play. Producer Carl picks a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. I can get help from the chat room, youtube.com/WIBC, or I can phone a friend. Sometimes I miss. We bring that back every Monday for Redemption Monday. This is, however, a Tuesday, but we're doing it anyway. I will go to the chat room in a moment, but first we will take it to Matt Bear and we'll phone a friend. And Matt Bear, what is that television theme song?
It's the Crocodile Hunter.
Good work. Good work right there. So this is a spin-off show.
Yeah.
And I remember that. And I can't remember. I cannot remember what this is.
It's the spinoff for All in the Family.
Oh, this is the one with Sally Struthers?
Yes.
Is it called Sally?
No. What was her name? What was her character name in the show?
Is it Manimal?
What was her character name in All in the Family?
Meathead's Bride. Gloria was her name.
You've been redeemed.
Gloria it is.
Finally.
Oh, I should have gotten that the first time. Bad enough I didn't get it the second time. That's just a mess right
You have
there.
to memorize these shows that you miss so you get them right on Redemption Monday.
I think it's better that I keep my head filled with important knowledge for the people and not this nonsense. By the way, to everybody in the chat room who understood it was Manimal, y'all need to get out more. I'm very worried about all of you. Go to WIBC.com and get your tickets for January 24th. Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala. Get your tickets at WIBC.com right now. I'll catch you at noon. Matt Barris, traffic.
Inbound 69 slow, 106-2465. Traffic sponsored by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Shipping online might be easy, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. So trade your scrolling for strolling at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at Allisonville. Home and Garden by Sullivan. Soak in the seasonal among holiday decor, gifts, live trees, and more at Sullivan's, where Christmas comes to life. Matt Barrett, WIBC Traffic.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, the new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business.